Welcome back to episode 26. This is the pre-flight check-in, and I'm Brendan.
Hey, I'm still Jay, and that sounded like an airport.
Yeah, because we are going to New York City.
That's right. We're going to be there on October 19 to 24. We're going to be there, probably get blackout drunk.
That's a given.
Look at some watches, maybe gamble. Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? We'll see. But this episode is essentially just us catching up to y'all because we haven't been. It's just the two of us. We don't have the B team here because
they're on holiday.
They're
I think,
on holiday,
or something.
yeah. And we figured we should probably also still do episodes of our own podcast.
This is, after all, we founded this, so.
Yeah. I guess first things first, we could do a wrist check. What are you wearing, Bren?
I got the Oris Pro Pilot X on. This thing is light as a feather and huge as my ideas.
Ooh! And the best part about that is Oris is actually even going to be in New York. So when we're there,
VJ
maybe
can do some Capacole, yeah?
Give me another
Gabagool.
That's right. And I'm just wearing Cartier Santos medium.
Ooh, looking fresh there.
Yeah, look at it. It looks
it's
so good.
Yeah, wow. It's very fresh.
It's all right.
And the reason why we're going to New York, too, by the way, is...
Well, it's going to be for a multitude of things. It's going to be not just for Wind Up. So Wind Up New York's happening in that same weekend, but WatchTime is also happening. And another one, which is RedBar Global.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that all
what it is. Is it worth going? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, first things first, we just wanted to kind of catch up.
Yeah, because we've been kind of
Where
running
the fuck
around.
have you been, Bren?
Well, I was in Boston for a bit. That episode I shot with my dad. I was in Cambridge, Mass, and Massachusetts, dude, Taxachusetts. And I've been there. I've been hanging out, and I guess should I talk about my?
Not yet.
Okay, so I've been doing that for a while, and then I got COVID for 2 weeks.
That's why he's been out of commish.
I've been out of commission. I've been missing all the watch events and everything, which sucks. It was really light the second time around. It felt less than a cold.
Yeah.
So. Totally fine.
Did you have a booster?
I have had only 3 doses, so I didn't get the fourth dose or the second booster. It was fine because I already had COVID once, so I think that.
And you're an anti-vaxxer, so it's.
Yeah, I don't. COVID's not real, and yeah.
So aside that, like I was in LA, I think like 2 weeks ago. Not a big fan of the third world countries, but you gotta support them somehow. We were there. Place is not very fun. I don't like it. Jane liked it only because of GTA 5. So if you've ever played GTA 5, you know that they copied the city of LA like to the T. Yeah, it was honestly cool as shit. That was fun, and I did not get COVID. But one thing we've been doing more recently is playing a new game.
Oh yeah, we've been playing
Omega Strikers,
which is a great game. You guys should download, play with our game night that we have.
Yeah, what's it called? Maybe we'll do like a tournament style.
Yeah,
3v3.
So for our gamers out there, this is basically if League of Legends became a table hockey game.
Air hockey. So it's like air hockey is the premise, but your guys have like skills and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking fun.
It works with controller, it works with mice.
Free to play.
Free, that's the best part, guys. It's the best part. It's free. And yeah, man, I haven't been sick. My kid started high school.
Wow. Stepping up, huh? Becoming an adult man.
Yeah, he's getting interested into watches. He likes the Monaco because he finished Breaking Bad. And he was asking me if it's possible to get the watch working a summer.
And did you tell him it's going to take more than one summer?
A summer? The fuck? Hopefully you guys have been good. But we have a couple things. Last week we had an event with Hamilton.
The second of the Swatch group to sponsor
Second
us.
of the Swatch group.
Because we had Rado.
We had Rado, yeah. We're working our way. My watch group is very small. We're not like a big group. We're not going to claim we're the most active in Austin. But we are definitely the most fun because, as you can tell, we're extremely degenerate.
The other ones don't have a podcast.
We had the Hamilton. We're gonna be having an F1 event, but we're also gonna have a Hublot event.
Woo!
A Hublot event. Can't wait.
That's gonna be great.
Matching tracksuits for everyone.
I actually got a text from Devon.
Oh shit.
And she was like, hey, we got some new pieces in. You guys should come by. And I actually promised her that we'd come by this weekend, and we haven't shown up. So
oh no.
I don't think I can show my face in there ever again.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Ate Tress she's not even in town, the boutique manager. She's in Seattle.
Okay. Wow. You know where these people are? What do you got? Like a tracker on them?
Hey, I just keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, she's super cool. Like the boutique is super cool. They're good people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
they're chill. Honestly,
they're chill
for such a high price like brand. Like they're super down to earth over there.
Down to earth. And Bren was like saying just how hot Devon is.
Oh, hopefully she's not listening to this.
So yeah, Bren went to like when I was in LA, I didn't go to any of the watch shops because I didn't want to do anything watch related. Bren, when he was in Boston, he went to a Rolex AD. What was the name?
It's their boutique on Newberry Street, and it's by Long's Jewelers, and they're actually opening up a Patek boutique right across the street on Newberry, which is like, you know, the ritzy.
Oh shit, a Patek dealer.
Yeah, and it's the same people. And this boutique for Rolex just opened up like I want to say like a year ago or something. So it was like a brand new store, and it's appointment only, of course. So we went in there, and me and my dad went in there, and you know, we were trying to do our little charm and try to get on the wait list, and they were actually really respectful. They gave us let us try on different watches, and kind of they didn't bullshit us. They were like, yeah, you know, we'll put you on a wait list, but there's not really
no wait list. Yeah,
they said it's not really a wait list. It's like who you have the relationship with. So a funny thing is that my dad has been trying to stay in touch with her through email. And he's like, hey, Brendan, he snapped a quick picture of me and him, and I didn't know what he was using it for.
Did you smile?
Yeah, I was smiling. I was like, I think this is just
very
like
handsome.
a family photo or something. Thank you. And the next thing I know, I see a email pop up that I'm CC'd on, and it's my dad emailing the AD with a picture of us just smiling. I was like, this is so awkward, and I love it though. Maybe it's gonna work because it's so weird. And he's planning to do that once a month, and we're gonna do different poses together.
That's so adorable though, honestly.
Yeah.
We have AD friends. Maybe we should ask them how they would feel if we started emailing them.
Fuck, we'll just start sending them photos.
Send them right now.
Yeah, see how
in the pool.
So we'll see. More on that to come. I think I've been inspired because there's been some people in our group that have been getting Rolexes out of state somehow. Which is powerful. Yeah, Winston. He has a freaking magic hands. I don't know how he's doing it, but we got inspired to go out of state.
When we have him and Bill again, though, for the run back,
another hot ones.
Run back.
Oh God.
No, we're not doing the chip, guys. I'm sorry. We're never doing that shit again. We'll
do Jankum this time.
But yeah, some stuff that's coming down for the podcast. We're trying to stay consistent with the three releases a month. The first Sundays,
second, third. Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, just kind
so far we've been hitting that.
Yeah, we've been hitting it.
Yeah.
We just also want to hang out with you. Also, we're gonna be talking more about New York in a little bit. The topic of this one is the travel essentials.
So
since we're going to be going, and we have been going for a while to a couple of these things, we want to talk about some of the things that maybe we're missing or maybe we're bringing, like maybe some shit. I mean, we also asked y'all on Instagram, like right before this, what would be some stuff, and you guys kind of gave us some funny ones.
some funny ones and some real ones too.
And some real ones, yeah. So first one, the most important, Bren, hit it.
Box and papers. Remember, every single watch you have, bring the box and papers with you. And if you need a travel pouch for your warranty cards, buy one right now.
That's right. Why? Because you don't want them to think that it's...
You want them to think that they're robbing the real thing.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yeah,
so
the real deal.
They have everything.
Yeah.
You got to carry it.
You got to care about the robber that's jacking your shit.
That's right. If you don't care about them, who else? Who else will? Why are you so selfish?
For just $10 a day, you can sponsor a watch thief in New York City.
Come on.
By calling 1-888-222-2223.
Or just Venmo at Watch Cringe.
And send us $20.
Yeah. That's a good one. Here's one I have. Bail money.
Ooh. You looking into getting into some trouble?
The last time we traveled, we picked up Molly in the bad part of town.
Okay, I was not a part of this, but I did hear about it afterwards.
Bad part of town. Motherfucker had a gun, and we were fucking drunk and high, and this dumb fuck starts waving the gun, points it at my leg.
Jesus Christ. If he shot you on Molly, you guys probably would have been like, dude, we're going to heaven now.
And I was like, oh shit. And then the drug dealer was like, hey, can you give me a ride to the gas station? And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck are we doing here? But yeah, just have bail money. It's not a bad thing to have.
It's smart. Hey, and more to that point, bring your insurance card in case you get shot in the leg.
That's right.
And you want to be admitted to the emergency room.
Shout out to you. I'm not even going to name you just because.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you fucking know who you are, you degenerate.
Okay, this one is a real one. Bring your time grapher. You want to make sure that when you're going and hanging out with new people and you're meeting up, you want to make sure that your watch is working perfectly and accurately, and that you aren't too late or too early to an event.
Right. Yeah. You want. All right. So let's say you're walking in the concrete jungle, right? In New York. And you see Max Buser, and he's just like, hey, I need the time grapher.
Yeah. He might need one.
What are you going to do? Not have one?
Embarrassing, honestly, if you didn't have one.
Embarrassing. So carry I can't even say it. Carry a time grapher with you wherever you go.
You got another one?
Yeah. A rape whistle.
Ooh. In New York, I could see that being a very essential tool.
Yeah. With guns not allowed there unless you're a baddie. Yeah. And carry a rape whistle.
Yeah. It's at least something to alert the people around you that you're getting robbed.
What if you start like blowing like a tune, like a melody?
More to that point, how about a TSA approved bottle of mace? Oh, TSA approved.
TSA approved. So it's like those little hot sauces that Patrick was talking about earlier. Yeah, there's TSA approved bottles of hot sauce. If you can't do mace, you could just
squirt it in the eyes.
Yeah, squirt hot sauce in their eye.
Yep.
How do you carry the watch? Like, how many watches do you bring?
I'm going to bring, so that's a great point. Bringing multiple watches, you're going to need a watch roll.
So,
and I would go leather instead of something more bulky in case. Like, I would do something that packs easier.
How about one of those Invicta, like, watch boxes? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like the fake Pelicans.
Yes, yeah. It makes it look like it's an expensive, fragile jewelry piece in there.
So like 11, like the ones that carry 12.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love that shit. Do you should we?
I think that would actually supersede the leather watch roll, like a well-crafted watch roll. Throw that out and get the Invicta travel case instead.
How much is that?
I don't know,
dude,
man.
I want to buy one of those.
Let's look it up.
Look it up on Amazon.com right now. Invicta watch box. I mean, that has to be pretty good.
Let's see it. I'm putting it in now. Invicta watch box.
So aside the watch box, in all seriousness though, right? Like, how many watches do you travel with usually?
So the Invicta one, it's bright yellow and it's an 8 slot for $64.
That's so cheap.
Or you can get a 3 slot for $32.
Dude, the 6 slot.
I might buy that for my microphones.
Is it like a suitcase?
Yeah, it's like a construction bright yellow.
Holy fuck!
Like, look at this thing.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
It's actually kind of nice. I would just throw like a Rolex sticker on there.
No, I would just not.
Just
leave it how it is. So how many watches do you travel with usually?
So I used to travel with like 5.
Holy fuck. What?
Yeah. Well, when I'm going home to see my dad, I'll travel with like a lot.
Okay, yeah.
But if something like this, I'll do probably like 3.
Which ones are you going to bring?
New York, I'll probably bring the Pepsi for watch time, the cocktail night. I'll bring I don't know what else I'm going to bring. I'll figure it out then.
All right, you guys heard it here first. He's bringing a Pepsi. So
stay away from me. I got TSA approved mace, dude.
Yeah, TSA approved hot sauce.
What are you going to bring?
Probably the Cartier.
The Cartier is nice.
I'm gonna bring home my watch that your dad has.
Oh, the Tudor, yeah.
The Snowflake 9411. And man, I don't know. Probably a Swatch.
Yeah.
The Bunny Sutra.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one. It's a kind of. Oh fuck no! Actually, I think instead of the Cartier, I'm gonna bring the Hublot service watch.
Oh, that's just
just
genius.
for the conversation.
That's
piece.
genius. That is actually really genius.
So, as far as watch rolls go, I know we were shitting on the Invicta idea.
It's actually kind of cool though.
6 watches in that box. A good watch roll is like 120.
Yeah, and it doesn't have nearly
like
as much protection.
But yeah, so like something to carry shit
Something
in, right?
to carry your watches, and that's a real one. And then more to that point, what type of watches are you going to bring? So
that's right. There's like dressy events.
Just dressy events. There's time where you're just going out to dive bars, pools, whatever. And so think about what you're going to be wearing and who you're going to meet up with, right? So for me, I think it's going to be the Pepsi, maybe my Grand Seiko, and like my Oris Profile.
Oh, that's a good one. The Oris for sure. Another one you guys should actually have if you're traveling in a place that uses the subway or the train system a lot is City Mapper. So
what is that?
It's just an app that makes it easy so you know which trains go to where. It'll show you the times and shit too. Okay. It's super convenient.
I'll have to get that.
We didn't even need it for Chicago just because of how concentrated where we were going to be at. But for New York, I know some places cost so much to stay at, which I can transition into traveling on a Seiko budget. And there's like multiple facets to it because the Seiko, you could have Marine Masters, the fucking
Prospects line.
Yeah, the Astron. Like the expensive shit. Prospects isn't expensive, is it?
It's like nicer.
It's like the middle, right?
It's like middle, but still,
So it's like that. So it's the Astron, Marine Master, Prospects, Cocktail Time. And then you get to the nitty gritty, like Seiko 5.
Or the Indian replica of Seiko 5.
Sheesh. That's called taking a Greyhound.
Yeah. And splitting the fare with someone and having them sit in your suitcase. Fit in your suitcase.
So usually what we like doing is traveling on a Seiko budget. We do. I think it's fair to say that.
Yeah. Yep.
Just because of
we're hardworking men here.
We're cheap.
Yeah, well, that's another way to put it. We value money.
Yeah. It's so funny. Philip, one of the guys in the group, when Bren posted, I think we were going to San Francisco, and he took a wrist shot of his Pepsi in the economy. It was honestly the hardest flex, dude. Doing a fucking wrist shot like that in economy.
Yeah.
So gangsta. So to travel like that, I personally, there's like these Instagram pages or these websites called Escape Blank, and it's your city. So for us, it's Escape ATX. Oftentimes what I've done is I've seen really cheap deals there of flights. Like Austin to New York was what? $100.
Oh my God, we got such a good deal. Direct flight for like
$100 round trip.
$120
$120 round
with all
trip.
the tax and fees.
Yeah.
It's like $120.
Yeah, $120 round trip. And
that's like a third of what it usually is.
Yeah. And shit like that happens. And it's not like it's not Spirit either.
No, this was JetBlue, I think, right?
Yeah. It's not Spirit. It's not Frontier. Shit like that. So like if you're in a kind of bigger city, I mean, if you're in like Chattanooga, I don't think you'd have that because you're in too small of a town. But
your town needs to have like an international airport, I think, to get some of those deals. Because then there's enough traffic to,
That's right. So like, I know that Houston has one, Dallas has one. I'm sure like other cities have one. Check that out.
That's a great recommendation because especially with that mindset, you have to change. It's not like, you have to be open and patient. If you want to travel somewhere, keep an eye on that for definitely a few months ahead. Yeah, watch it. Or if you find something to pop up and you're like, hey, I'm just going to go to California for a week because I got a really good deal on this flight.
Yeah, that's literally what we did like 2 weeks ago. Like I saw a good deal and I was like, oh, you guys want to go? And
might as well go.
We just fucking went.
Yep.
And I mean, situations like that is good. And it's also because we're not making money out of the podcast.
No, we're actually putting money into it and losing.
So this is a labor of love. So any money that we can save definitely helps us in kind of getting places.
Yeah, because we can go more places and bring content to you guys through video. Because we love the video series that we do.
So fun.
Yeah.
But this time around for New York, we had to ball out because of Bren's mom.
Yeah, so we were going with my folks, my dad and my mom, because my dad's obviously into watches. And we first found this place Jay found
in the
Bronx was like,
dude,
$46 a night per room, and there was 4 rooms or 4 rooms.
4 rooms, yeah.
And
46. Hold on, let's do the math.
Super cheap.
Let me do the fucking actual.
I think
math.
it was like 360 total for the whole stay for 4 nights or 5 nights. For like 5 nights, yeah, for 5 nights. That's so cheap for New York.
So yeah, it comes out to $920 for 5 nights.
Oh, it was so ridiculously cheap.
5.
Yeah, but my mom would not have it, and rightfully so, because that was...
How did your mom react when your dad told her?
She started
give me an example.
Flipping out on him and yelling on the phone, and was like, Michael, I'm not going to be going if we're staying in this shithole. Yeah, I want a clean place. And I was like, all right, we get it. And we told her we're not doing it, and she kept on going on about it for like 15 minutes.
How many bathrooms was it?
I think there was just one. There was one bathroom. You had to take group showers in there to save money.
Honestly, it's not even a bad deal, but I do love Bren's mom. Bren's mom is really sweet, so we have to. So instead, we're staying at a fucking expensive ass place in Brooklyn.
We were gonna stay at like a 70s serial killer house.
Oh my god,
that was even cheaper. Actually,
we need to put that on the show notes.
That was even cheaper,
guys. This one,
if you're looking for a place in New York for the cheapest for like a party of 8. We'll plug it
it's
in.
like a basement though.
Yeah,
it's in someone's basement. I don't know. It's a little suspicious, but
it's clean though.
It's clean.
It looked clean.
It's clean. And the guy was not a super host.
He was a serial killer though.
Yeah. That's right.
Starts with an S.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have been watching Dahmer recently on Netflix,
dude, I watched that first. I cannot watch past the first. It's too much.
Dude, I can't watch it just because I've read so much about him before.
And I know all the stuff.
I know all the stuff already, so it's
too much tension, you know?
Too much. And when you're traveling like that,
I wonder what watch he was wearing though when he was eating those bodies.
I don't know, when he was jerking off using blood.
Oh.
What do you think he was keeping time? A speedy? You think so? Hold on. You think if he was wearing a speedy, you think Omega would be like claiming
the Dahmer edition?
Do you think they would claim that? They'd be like,
well,
because Buzz Aldrin wore one to the moon. Jeffrey Dahmer was wearing one jerking it, killing people.
That's actually
would they? That's notoriety, right?
Any press is good press,
I
right?
think that one might be bad press. So
it's like JLC with the Hitler.
That's
Hitler
right.
watch.
They don't even take that.
They don't. They just was silent. No response. Just silence. I think that's the right.
Yeah. So as far as lodging, this time around we're doing an Airbnb. Another one that you could do is you say you use Hotwire. I've personally never been a fan.
Hotwire is pretty good, and honestly, I've had a lot of good luck with Priceline, and because those can be pretty similar in prices. You don't really often know which exact hotel, but they'll tell you what star it is and what neighborhood it's in, and that's honestly fine. It's always been fine.
How about traveling in these places? Because not always we don't ever get a car.
So
what we do is we Uber.
We Uber, carpool, or train. Public transit. Rely on that if you're on the Seiko 5 budget. Getting a place that's close to where your events are is also, that helps you out because you can just walk or take a train.
For the record though, you can't do that in New York just because Seiko 5 budget doesn't work with where the venues are for these big events.
In Manhattan.
Yeah.
And another thing is in New York, there's all these different events that are happening. So pick and choose what's more meaningful to you. So the ones that we think are, if you're listening to this and you're thinking of what to buy, if you haven't already bought, we think that
if you're wanting to go, the number one, there's 2 that you definitely have to go. So on Sunday, there's an event with WatchTime, and Max Buser's going to be there and giving a talk. And then Saturday is Kari
Voutilainen on Saturday. And then Friday is the special, but that's sold out. So it's too late for them.
I'm praying.
Maybe for us we can get in, but that's already sold out.
So this is specifically for WatchTime.
Yeah.
I guess that pretty much covers what the essentials we have, right? I mean,
and then for RedBar, if you're a part of it, can you buy tickets, right?
Yeah. So well, let me get into this. So the 3 events, I guess, let's start from the beginning. The 3 events are Wind Up WatchTime New York, which you guys, if you're listening to the podcast, you've probably seen us already cover Chicago and San Francisco. It's just similar to that, although I believe there's a bit of a difference, very minute, but I'll cover that in a sec. Another one is WatchTime Magazine. So every year they hold an event in New York and usually another one in LA, but they canceled LA this time around. The one in New York starts on Friday with a cocktail time, Saturday and Sunday with panels and whatever else.
Panels and
Yeah, right. And
it's just meeting the people behind these high-end brands, basically.
Yeah. And by high-end, we mean truly high-end.
Actually high-end. Not Rolex,
not
above Rolex, actually.
Like Vutulainen, MB&F, FP used to go there. Yeah. Not anymore. And the last event, of course, is RedBar Global. If you're not aware, there's a group called RedBar, and contrary to what people think,
they take Xanax bars all the time.
Contrary to what you think, they don't take bars. Well, I'm sure some do. But they're not a physical bar either. So it's a collective of people who are into watches. And I personally ran the Austin group for years, but then decided to kind of step away from it. It's mostly usually ran by smaller chapters. Every city has one if there is a prominent collector.
And there's a pledge process, right? Like you have to tie a cinder block brick to your genitals and throw it off to the ledge.
And then everyone is surrounding you while you're on acid and they're yelling, "Nightmare, nightmare, 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 nightmare." So RedBar is that. And every year they hold an event called RedBar Global, where all the chapters around the world, and I do mean around the world. I'm not saying just America, because there's people who are flying in.
Yeah, there's more to the world than America, guys.
Honestly, the ones that matter though. Is America.
America. We're first.
Hey, there's a reason we beat the fucking euro.
And there's a reason why they're called freedom fries and not French fries anymore.
That's right. Hey, it's called soccer now.
You damn
it's
right.
Not football anymore.
You damn right.
Football? That's football, NFL, baby. Yeah. Go Birds. As far as that goes, RedBar makes it so there's just a collective. They usually do a cocktail. So there's a cocktail party, and then there's also they're gonna do tours of the different watch boutiques, and I'm sure that they have some stuff partnered up with them.
And they've partnered with the New York Horological Society,
HSNY, Society of New York.
Yeah, and they're gonna do the watchmaking. It's like $200 to do it.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, honestly, yeah, that'd be good to have like a good someone to show you how to do it. But we're poor. So if you want to do the poor way, you buy a cheap watch off of eBay, take it apart, and put it back together again, and film the whole thing. That's what I did.
YouTube.com, dude. So that's what RedBar is. Now, if you ask me, are any of these events worth going? I would say yes. Wind Up one is free, and we've made so many friends out of Wind Up. And we have nothing but good things to say to them, even though they don't respond to us asking for press access.
Yeah, they straight up ducking us.
I don't know why. Because when we talked to them, they seemed like they really liked us. Their entire staff knew us.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe the person that's vetting that isn't the same person at those shows.
There is just no way.
We're gonna have to bring it up with Zach. Zach, we're coming.
So Wind Up. Brands that you love already. Nodus are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like Oris. There's gonna be a ton of them. So if you're into watches and you're around in New York for this, it used to be at Chelsea Market. They moved it to 18th Street in Manhattan. So if you're there, I would suggest you should go. It's definitely well worth it. For WatchTime New York, now this is what Bren was trying to kind of speak longer on. This one, Friday is the cocktail party. And this is usually where they unveil new shit for the year. And unless you're there, you're not going to know, kind of thing. You get to talk to the people who you've read about. And oftentimes it's in situations where you guys are just talking watch, shooting the shit kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then Saturday, you were saying that they have a panel. I know that Carrie's the one hosting it or something.
Carrie's hosting on Saturday, and then I think Max is
Sunday. But it's like, I think in between there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's just kind of like you walk around, check out the different.
Yeah. You check out shit, you listen to them or whatever, and then you talk to them. And this one is not free.
This one you got to pay.
For example, the cocktail time is $150 for Friday alone.
Sold out.
Sold out with that doesn't include tax. So let's say 170, right? For a couple hours, starting at 5 o'clock to I think 11.
Do you get drink tickets at least?
Yeah, Yeah. There's drinks there. There's
Okay.
drinks. So I mean, if you're like us who are 100% gonna make it worth the every fucking dollar in drinks, it's worth it.
And then the weekend cost is not bad at all. It's like 30 to 40 or $30 for
40
one day.
each. 40 each a day, or you could buy it for 50.
40 each a day or buy it for 50. Yeah.
For both.
For both. That's not bad. I mean, if you're going to travel all the way to New York from somewhere,
You might as well.
it's
Like if you're gonna
$25.
be there, dude.
Yeah. So,
And-
but while you're at these events,
There's one more.
oh, sorry.
RedBar Global, which is, like we were saying, it's a group. This one is also not free. This one is the most expensive one out of them all.
Yeah, it's expensive.
$200 starting, but it starts on Wednesday and it goes through Friday, where they have swag bags and shit. The last one was Vegas, and they gave out like these RedBar Global exclusive G-Shocks, and they usually have programs with the boutiques where they get to see like even cooler shit that probably doesn't get brought out often. $200 though.
And
It's steep, man.
it's steep. And they also, I guess they do a live tour or a private showing from watch dealer to watch dealer.
Yeah.
But the thing that me and Jay are going to do is that we're just going to piggyback off of Josh, who has a ticket, and we're just going to follow him and get a free tour and not pay.
Because we're broke.
Yeah. So
We're poor.
yeah, that's another thing you can do. If you're doing Seiko 5 budget, you can find free tours by just jumping along. You just have to have someone to know when they're and when they're starting.
Yeah. So that's an option because but they do have like a private like cocktail.
Yeah, that one you
like-
won't be able to sneak into.
Maybe.
Yeah, someone does an exit. Like if there's like an exit door and you just like
Maybe.
you know, the movie
Maybe.
theaters.
I mean, I want to see how the 1%.
Oh, we're gonna try, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll record it.
What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're just gonna
Say no.
yeah, and then we'll have content of them saying no to us.
But we also have an episode planned with the founder of Red Bar.
It's true.
So yeah,
And we could bring that up. Hey, we got kicked out because we didn't pay for. Was that wrong of us?
so we're gonna be in New York. We're gonna be planning on shooting a couple episodes.
And to get to all these events, you might have problems with committing to work.
Yeah, like what if let's say that because fuck, dude, we're flying out on a Wednesday, right?
So what do you do?
What do you do for
work?
work?
Wednesday, Thursday,
Right, so
Friday.
what am I supposed to do?
Well, there's this new thing that the young kids are doing these days.
What is it?
It's called silent quitting or soft quitting.
Oh,
And it's where you do the bare minimum that's required for you at work and you just check out. And so if you get your work done for the rest of the week, you can just check out and go to these watch events.
when you say bare minimum, do you mean like
like
what it says on your job description? Just doing what you need to do?
doing what you're doing. Because
How's that-
technically that's all you're getting paid for, right?
Yeah, so what's so bad about that?
Some people have a problem with it. They think you're being lazy.
How? If you're doing what the job description's saying.
That's the conundrum. That's the workforce conundrum.
If you're going to be in New York between October 19 to 24, we would love to meet you. Especially if you listen to the show, you can buy us a beer. I would love that.
Yeah, me too. I would love that too.
Honestly, we've met so many of you guys just from these trade shows, the little trade shows that we go to. And I know that New York is going to be a big one.
It's going to be the one, if you're going to go to any like event in the US for the year, I think this New York one's going to be
Just because
best.
it
there's three of
encapsulates
them.
three.
Yeah. Did you want to actually cover some new releases?
Oh, what you got?
So there was a few new releases that came up in the last week or two, and I just wanted to talk about them. The first one is actually the new Norcane lightweight material that the forged carbon, basically.
Oh, the Formex Norcane.
Yes, the Formex Norcane that literally looks just like a Formex.
That's my favorite Norcane because it doesn't look like a Norcane.
But it has a price tag of a Norcane.
It has a price tag of a Norcane.
$5,000 when you can get the same exact thing or better from Formex for like 18.
Honestly, I would, if you guys have seen it, it's
It's very Hublot with the dial.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Biver joined, so their dial is this like spread of, I think it's like the Norcane symbol, like geometrically all. It looks like something out of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
So
I think it's kind of cool that Norcane has kind of took the market and not do anything new or by themselves and just kind of take everyone else's ideas and designs
and charge $5,000
and charge $5,000 for it. It's honestly so admirable. I wish I could do that. Can you imagine?
It's funny because some of these. So we should probably do a little read the comments thing here because everyone loves that. People are calling them out for selling quote unquote vegan leather. They said, "Bro, just call it rubber because that's what it is."
Oh my god!
Because it's like a rubber.
Because they did, man. I don't know.
Man.
I mean, they must have budget though for R&D, right? There's no way that they're just seeing all these other brands that are like, oh fuck, that looks so good. Maybe we should do it ourselves. Like the animal shit didn't work.
The animal shit, yeah.
The plastics didn't work. So now they're on to Formex's thing.
They're on to new materials. Another one, where is this? This is a good comment by AM Kings. God, we need another quartz crisis.
Guys, yes. You can tell how uninspired some of these brands are just because they're sitting on the laurels of other people's achievements. It's kind of lame. I'm not a fan. Oh, the new blue AP though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That blue ceramic AP. I mean, the last one they did a full ceramic QP like that was, I think,
QP? What's QP mean?
Quantium Perpetual. It's where they have like all the leap years and the moon phase and the day of the week and everything for forever.
Wow.
Like you don't have to like, so missing like getting that set. I don't know how, if you have to go to like a watchmaker to get them like reset the time.
That's crazy.
Looks pretty complicated.
That's amazing. My Apple Watch does that too.
But this thing is full what is it, ceramic blue. That blue is so beautiful, man.
Like what's it called? I saw pictures of Kevin Hart and Ed Sheeran wearing one.
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
I mean, it is gorgeous.
I
and
mean,
the price is $132,000 if you get offered at retail.
There might be one in New York.
Maybe we just hit a lick and run with that.
Do a little.
Worth your life, right?
I don't know about that. I made more than that.
So, and then the last release I think we got to talk about, and we'll talk about in our next week when we release it, but it's the Dufresne watch that's starting to ship out.
The Travis?
The Travis, yeah.
Right.
So that's pretty cool because they're introducing their new line of technology with a D series. So D Protect, D Adjust, D.
That's for next episode.
Yeah, we'll get more into that next. Yeah, next episode.
I can't wait for that one.
Steven, if you're listening to this, get ready.
Get ready. It's gonna be a doozy because you're not gonna expect it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good cover, man.
Yeah, that's a good spread.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
All right. ASMR. I don't have my gun.
I have one. It's from my Zodiac limited edition that I also have next to my ProPilot X here. It's the bezel.
It's kind of weak compared to the other ones. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Man, week ASMR week, all right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get you back the next time.
All right.
That's pretty much it. Later, guys. See you guys.
Bye.